Boxing is one of the most physically demanding sports on the planet, and if your nutrition is off even slightly, you're leaving a lot on the table. I'm Pete, I'm a qualified nutritionist. I've worked with amateur and professional boxers for the last 9 years. I've seen what actually makes a difference and what is just hype. In this video, I'm gonna give you 3 supplements that you should be taking. And even if you're not a boxer, if you train hard and want better performance, this still applies to you. Let's jump in. First up, caffeine. One of the most effective performance supplements that we have. You can consume it in many different forms. You have your classic coffee, caffeine tablets, chewing gum, and of course, pre-workouts. But the form matters less than understanding how it actually works. To understand caffeine, we first need to talk about a molecule called adenosine. Adenosine is a naturally occurring molecule in the body. As you use energy throughout the day, adenosine slowly builds up in the brain. The more adenosine that builds up, the more tired, sluggish, and unmotivated you start to feel. This is where caffeine comes in. Caffeine has a very similar chemical structure to that of adenosine. An easy way to think about it is like a lock and a key. Adenosine is the key that fits into the lock and turns on that tired signal. But caffeine fits into that same lock. It's the same shape. So when caffeine is sitting there, adenosine can't get in. As a result, central nervous system activity increases. You feel more alert, more focused, and more switched on. Reaction time improves, power output improves, endurance improves, and effort feels lower for the same amount of work. For boxers, this means you can maintain speed, sharpness, and output for longer, especially in those later rounds. For supplement number 2, we have got beetroot shots. Specifically what those beetroot shots contain, which is dietary nitrate. These beetroot shots, they contain dietary nitrate, which actually gets converted into something called nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is a potent vasodilator, meaning it dilates your blood vessels, it opens them up. As a result of this, we can actually deliver more oxygen to our muscles and take more waste product away. It actually reduces the oxygen cost of exercise. If you were to throw 10 jabs, let's pretend that those 10 jabs just cost you 10 oxygen molecules. They don't, but just pretend they do. When you've had this beetroot shot, those 10 jabs now only cost you 7 oxygen molecules. They don't, but bear with me. So what you can see is, for having the same amount of work, you are spending less oxygen. And there's also research suggesting that these beetroot shots, they can improve calcium handling and improve force production. And they definitely taste delicious. For our third supplement, we have got creatine. Creatine is one of the most researched supplements in the world, and it has a huge body of evidence when it comes to enhancing athletic performance. When you are throwing punches, during those explosive movements, you're using something called the phosphocreatine system, which uses creatine. When we consume creatine and we load it into the muscle over several weeks, it actually helps to fuel that phosphocreatine system. For those short bursts, those explosive movements, creatine is going to be your best friend. So this is why all of the boxers that I work with are taking creatine every single day. So there you have 3 supplements that I recommend to all my boxers. And if you like this sort of content, then subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. If you want to go even deeper into the science and actually become a certified nutritionist yourself, then check out the Qualified Nutrition Certification course. The link is below.